Pickleball is an amazing sport because it's fun, it's inclusive, and it's really easy to start. But within this easy learning curve lies a problem. Many players will start and skip over some of the fundamental mechanics that are building blocks for getting better and progressing in the game. As a result, you may get frustrated, you may plateau, or you may just give up altogether. Today, we're going to look at 4 fundamental mechanics that could unlock the next level of play in your game. Let's get into it. Welcome to High Five Pickleball, where we help you improve your game so you can maximize your time on the court. My name is Adam Richards, and today we're digging into mechanics. Now, when you first started playing, where did you start on the court? Did you start at the baseline and move your way in, or did you start at the kitchen? When I first started playing, I started at the baseline, and all of my shots were really hard, and as a result, it was really hard for me to soften up my grip pressure and to hit softer shots. And that leads us into the very first mechanic, grip pressure. Now, grip pressure is a fundamental part of all pickleball shots. And the reason for this is you want to have a different grip pressure depending on the shot, how hard it is or how soft it is. From a range of 0 to 10, with 0 being really, really soft and 10 being really, really hard grip, you want to have about 6 to 9 for serves, for drives, and for ground strokes. And you want to be at around 3 to 4 for softer shots like dinks or resets. Now, one way to test your grip pressure for a softer grip from 3 to 4 is when you're holding it in your hand and you hit on the side of the paddle, like so, you should feel a little bit of give. It shouldn't be so tight to where you couldn't move it. That's around 6 to 9. This is around 3 to 4, where you see it just give a little bit. And that's why you want to hit in the sweet spot here, because any mishit right here could cause a fault or an error. Now, if you struggle with really tight grip pressure, one thing that you could try is just to wrap your thumb and your pointer finger around the handle, like so, and try hitting softer shots like this. It'll feel a little weird at first, but this will give you an idea for softer grip pressure, softer hands, and then later you can wrap your entire hand around the handle. The second fundamental mechanic is footwork. Now, how you move your feet are so incredibly important, not just for your safety, but for hitting successful shots and setting yourself up for successful shots. And a great rule of thumb here is feet first, swing second. And what that means is anywhere you're on the court, if you're going to hit the shot, you want to make sure that you arrive there first with your feet and you have your feet planted, and then you follow through and swing and hit the shot. Now, what this looks like out of order is you swing first and then you move your feet second. Now, this creates an issue because you're off balance, you risk running through the ball, you're overextending yourself, and all of that leads to bad shots that maybe go up or go out. Now, one really great technique for this is called a split step. And all this is just an athletic hop that gets your feet into position in an athletic stance where you're balanced and you're planted. And from there, you can extend or you can explode in any different direction, and you can hit the ball and return it safely. Now, anytime you see your opponent touch the ball, especially if you're in the transition zone or you're moving from the baseline to the kitchen, you want to get into that split step mode. That way you can return the ball safely. The third fundamental mechanic is your swing. One great swing you can use that transfers really nicely to many more shots in pickleball is called the pendulum swing. It's called this because your arm swings at the hinge of your shoulder. Now, in order to execute this swing, you want your knees bent in an athletic stance. You want to swing from low to high. You want to watch the ball come to your paddle, and you want to hit it out front, and you're hitting it at its highest point. Your arm and wrist are stable, and there isn't really a lot of backswing on this at all. A few things you want to avoid with the pendulum swing are wrist action, a lot of wrist action, big backswings, straight legs, and overreaching. Now, the fourth fundamental mechanic is the ready position. And what this means is when you're at the kitchen, you want to have your paddle up, you want to be in an athletic stance, you want to be watching the ball keep your eye on the ball at all times, but you also want to have your paddle in position to where you can return a shot from here or from here. And a lot of times it may depend. So in the game, depending on the shot coming your way, you can have a ready position here. You can be slightly shadowed this way, but the most important thing here is you want to have your paddle up and you want to be ready. You want to be engaged and not spectating. So that's it. Those are the four fundamental mechanics that could unlock the next level of play in your game. Now, as you implement this, I want you to think about the differences between good muscle memory and bad muscle memory, because there is a difference. For example, when you're warming up, are you hitting intentional shots? Are you really warming up and hitting shots that you would in a game? Or are you just hitting shots to get loose? I want you to contribute to good muscle memory and don't sell yourself short. You want to improve constantly and maximize your time on the court. Now, if this helped you and you like the content, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you never miss an update from High Five Pickleball. Thanks for watching.